but that's kind of the rundown on our dairy goats. Belle, you want to be in the video? Come here. Say hi. You want to say hi? Elsa will say hi. Hi, Elsa. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Megan from GWP Homestead, and it's time to get into some animal shenanigans. Oh, what are you doing back there? It is time to clean out the barn. So I've made the girls mad because we've put 3-strand polywire around their field here so they can get in and out of the barn as they please right now. But today I have shut, maybe I can show it. I've shut their door back here so they can't get in the barn, so I can open the other side of the barn so I can clean the barn and use the mower and stuff without fighting with them. Because, let me see, June right here, let me say hi. June right here is going to have babies. So June was the first goat that was bred and born here. She was born out of a doe that we have since sold, Bonnie. Her dad is Benji, our only buck here on the property right now. So I take her over. This is the second season, the second year. I take her over to Heather over at Sage and Stone Homestead to breed. I've bred her twice now to her buck Havoc. And hi baby, yes, I see you, little bottle baby. This is her little doeling from last year from Havoc. And the plan is to take that little one also over to Heather and breed to one of her other bucks, because Heather has plentiful in bucks. Everyone else here that is bred to Benji, and Juniper is just kicking off our breeding season. So we have Juniper is born bred to kid first. She is due on the 21st. Mini Pearl here. Mini Pearl is out of Violet here. I bought Violet bred, so Benji is not her dad. She is bred to Benji. And then, let's see, where's Eden? Here's Eden. Eden is due next, just a couple days later. She is also bred to Benji, and she also came from Heather over at Sage and Stone Homestead. So she's due middle of January. If you've been on the channel for a while, I'm not good at dates. I'm not good at the record keeping. That is all on Reagan, so he knows the exact dates. Maybe he'll put them up here as I was talking about them, telling you their exact due dates. So we have them two in January, and then we have Violet, which is our little herd queen. She has given us quads the first time she kidded for us here when I bought her bred, and then the second time, the following two kidding, she's given us triplets. And then after all of them, I think in March, this gorgeous girl is due. Yes, my sweetheart. This is Beau, or Belle Star. She is our only Nubian, and she is bred to Benji to have mini Nubians this year. So they will be 50% Nubian, 50% Nigerian dwarf. Our plan, we're going to try out the mini Nubians, but I think I want to transition fully to Nubians. Look at that face. Because I've just fallen in love with this Nubian. But we're still trying to figure out how we want to pivot. Do you mind? We have a couple girls here that are not going to be bred this year for a multitude of reasons. We're in the process of finding them maybe some pet homes, because for us they are all full new Nigerians, and there's just not enough meat on them for us to want to process them. One of those girls being Brandy Carlisle here, her daughter Annie, which were actually our first two female Nigerians. Brandy Carlisle there with the horn. Let me get a little closer. Brandy Carlisle here is a sweet little girl, but when she kidded with Sunny, her other daughter right here, this littler one, she had a complete uterine prolapse and just does not need to be bred again because her chances of just doing it again, thank you for showing me your butt, the chances of her doing it again are just way too high. Okay. Annie here, which was her first kid she ever had, she had twins that time. I bought Annie and Brandy as a set. This is Annie Oakley. We suspect she has cyst because we could not get her to settle even with some medication and the vet involved. And then we got her to settle the following year, but then she had a miscarriage. So we are looking for them just some pet homes. And little Sunny here, what are you doing? Little Sunny here, she is not bred either. I don't really know what I want to do with her. I've tried to sell her. She hasn't sold yet, so she's just hanging out for now. So they are the three on our farm that are just left open right now and kind of undecided. Sunny has kidded for us before and done just fine. She was a good mom for the most part. Just kind of figuring out how we want to transition our herd. And then of course, little Elsa Dutton here, she is not old enough to breed yet, so she's obviously just hanging out growing. But that's kind of the rundown on our dairy goats herd. Obviously we have some some wethers floating around here that we kind of rotate through here and there and just keep them on hand to make sure everyone has a friend if we need to separate. Now that a rundown of our dairy goat herd is complete, which I really wasn't planning on doing originally, let Reagan sort it out, right? We need to clean the girl stall out. I need to clean the milk room / feed room out, as well as get some chickens relocated because they have been roosting over my milk stand and pooping all on it. And I need to refresh all my kidding kits and stuff too. So a lot of cleaning in this next week. We got some warm days in the 50s, so Deacon can be outside with us and the goats won't be too awfully mad being stuck out in the field. And say hi. No, you don't want to be on film today. So just like everything I try to do, it's never as simple as it should be. So yesterday I filmed and was going to start cleaning the barn. And I went to get the mower to help move the bedding. And it had multiple flat tires and wouldn't start. So Reagan came home and aired the tires up for me last night and made sure it was going to start, or it should start, today. For the record, I started trying to do this a month or two ago, and I was using a wheelbarrow, which was going to take a lot more time, but the tire blew up on the wheelbarrow, and so now I'm trying to do it with the lawnmower and not having much luck either. For me with this clean out is trying to get some of the wasted hay off here, as well as being able to use my kidding stall better, because right now it's a pain. Normally I put straw throughout the whole barn in here. This year I'm only going to put straw in the kidding stall when we're having kids and leave the rest of it just with the hay they throw and waste And I'm just gonna leave the hay on the ground and pick it up periodically and see how it does. Now, if we have an issue like last winter where we have a super cold spell come through where we're expecting plummeted temperatures, that'll adjust probably. But for right now, we're gonna try to keep it pretty basic. And every time I start this job, I realize how much of a headache it is. This is exhausting. And we say every year we're never going to let it get this bad of shape. But then by the time we realize, ooh, we've been feeding a lot of hay and they're wasting a lot of hay, we need to clean it, it's too late.
I don't know why she's always complaining about the mower being hard to start. You just got to fight with it continuously.
So what this really boils down to is it's like 3 days later since I started filming this video because his mower hates me and I gave up and got mad at it and made him help me clean the barn.
Honey, why are the dogs barking so much?
Well,
I know why.
What have you done?
I got another shenanigan.
Yeah, shenanigans. That's the story of our life here. We need another. This is a house dog. Little Beau. You know, why not? It's a farm dog, but he's, you know, he's a pet.
I have been dying for a retriever, a golden retriever, and they're expensive. So I found this little guy who is 50% golden retriever and 50% Labrador retriever, which Reagan loves labs, grew up with labs, I grew up with labs, and so it was love at first Facebook post.
So the newest addition is going to be joining us while we get this barn stuff knocked out. Get him introduced to the farm life early. That's the only way to do it.
So our main objective is to get where we can use this kidding stall better because the hay and the old bedding has came up to a point where we cannot use our kidding stall door. And I like my kidding stall. I use it every kidding. So we got to get that fixed. Juniper is due for babies on Thursday and then we are full kidding season.
4 days from now.
4 days.
4 days from now.
4 days from now.
So one of the things we've been dealing with forever, this hay bag is held up by a dog leash, which is not how this is supposed to happen. Yeah, so we've got these little eye hooks. We're just going to install them right here. Boop, boop, boop. Carabiner up. We can ditch this dog leash and start using that for its intended purpose, which would be fantastic.
That's a lead rope, not a dog leash.
Beg your pardon, it's a lead rope, not a dog leash. We live on a farm after all. We've only had those hooks for a year, but it's done now. We try to use all these barn shavings to fill up either the garden bed or make compost piles or whatever, but sometimes you get to a point, just find a hole and fill it in. Just whatever works. Ladies!
I go find the hay.
And as you can tell, we didn't get done, but we got done enough for today. But Megan has a special present to give the star of our milk herd, of our dairy goat herd. She had this for how long now?
Like a week after I bought her.
Yeah, so going on 10 months. A bell for Belle.
A bell for Bell Star.
Beautiful. Mama teacher.
Hi, baby girl.
Ring that.
A bell for Belle. And I'm not sure she knows exactly what to think of it. She's going to be dinging and clanging and clanging, I guess, as she goes along, but that's okay. Juniper, who, over here, I'll show her in just a second, she has babies that are going to be due in 4 days. So if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe to the channel and do all that fun stuff because we enjoy having you around. So thank you so much. I'm Reagan.
I'm Megan.
This is the GWP Homestead. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye, guys.